We're back from the welding on the 73 Omago. Got a brand new stool there that my son brought me. Brand new. Really nice to sit down and weld. The welder did a pretty good job, our miller. Let's just get to it. Let's show you what we did. We took that piece of metal that I showed from the last installment, and we straightened it out, hammered it out, and we literally put the same piece of metal that basically was ripped out of the car back in. So that's the same piece of metal. Still a little warm. So there that is, the same piece of metal back in the car. So we'll just fold it over, put it back up in there. There, good as new. Yeah, got a little bit of welding right here. It looks like we're gonna have to do. Yeah, it's just as good as new she is. The old Omago coming back alive. Metal patched. We'll just do a little bit more tacking, a little bit more weld, a little bit more beating, and we'll stick the headlight in. We'll squirt a little paint over it, and we're good to go. We're not gonna, decided we're not going to, fix it completely. If we do, you won't be able to see the carnage that it's been through, or battle scars. Her black eye, we're not going to completely, heal the black eye. I thought about it overnight. I was going to sand it all down and, skim coat it and just, really just fix this fender right, make it look good. But you know what? It deserved to show us battle scars here at Beamer & Son Garage because this car's earned it. We can always put a fender on it later down the road, just change the whole fender. That's probably what we're going to do. But for right now, we're going to have fun with it. And we're not going to spend any money on it because this is a $500 car. We don't want to put a lot into a $500 car. It's just an old drag car, an old beater, beater with a heater. Well, excuse me, beater with it had a heater. Has it still got the heater? Yeah, the heater hoses are there. So yeah, we could run a couple hoses on that. Run it to the where they got it bypass. It looks like. Yeah, here's the bypass hose right here. So we could hook the heater back up. It just won't have a blower, but we could probably rig something up. So yeah, beater with a heater. It does have a heater. It does have a heater core, so it is a beater with a heater. But we love the Omago, and it's just going to keep getting better and better. And we're just going to keep having more fun with it. We're just going to keep enjoying the car and just enjoying everything. There's our heat. There's our welder, our miller. Miller Magnetic 135. It's a 115 volt wire feed. This is about a $1,000 welder. It came with a cart and a tank and everything. It was over $1,000. For the welder itself is about $400 or $500, probably $450, $500. But by the time you get hit with the cart and the tank and everything else that goes well, you got $900 in it when you get all said and done. Of course, this cart didn't come with it. That's a cart my son bought me last spring at the, they call it the Run in the Grass down here in Claremont County, Ohio. It's called we call it the Spring Pumpkin Run is what we call it. But it's down at the fairgrounds down there in Claremont County in Owensville. And they have two swap meets every year, one in the spring, and then they have another one in the fall. It's called a Pumpkin Run. It's a great big car show, swap meet. You guys, if you've never heard of it, it's the biggest car show in southeastern Ohio. It's a really big deal. Me and my son go to it every year. It starts on Friday, ends on Sunday. So it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a 3-day ordeal. We love the Pumpkin Run. So we're gearing up for that here. We've got to fix a couple cars up for the Pumpkin Run this year. We're already set with a couple right now to go to the spring, to the fall Pumpkin Run. It's in the fall. It's the first weekend of October, and we just love the Pumpkin Run. We can't wait till the pumpkin run this year. Of course, that's the mark of the, winter setting in, October 1st, usually right around the, the first weekend of October. It's usually October 1st, 2nd, 3rd, something around there, something around that area. But yeah, we can't wait till that happens. But meantime, we got, a lot of good things going on. It's we're in the beginning part of July. I think it's July 11th or something like that, somewhere early July. So we got a long way to go. We got the rest of July. We got August. We got September. Before we get to October. So basically, we got 3 months to go to get one of these cars of ours, something different for him, ready for the pumpkin run. I already got my car ready. Mine's a 71 4-door Skylark that I always use for the pumpkin run. I always use this car for the pumpkin run. And there it is up on the hill there. You can see the fender right there. That's the car I run to the pumpkin run every year. And he usually takes a different variety of cars. He's got a '69 Cadillac. I know what he wants to take. He wants to take the Charger, but it's going to take a lot to get the Charger. It's going to need an engine, I think. I don't think we can patch that engine. It's got rings and valve seals and valve guides, are wore out in it. So I don't think we're going to be able to make that happen unless he buys an engine for it. It's going to be a lot to get the Charger back out there. It really is. There's my Fury. I love my Fury. That's actually a Fury 3. It says it right there. Fury 3. But it won't be going to the pumpkin run either. It needs a lot of work. Now this car does run and drive, but it needs brake work now. It's got a sticky brake. If I fix the brake, he could drive that, but he won't drive that car. So he wants, I tell you what, a car he should drive. And all we got to do is fix the fuel system on it. It vapor locks. And I want to change out the intake. It's right here. This 71. So, yeah, I got to change out the intake. Try to get the heat away from the fuel line. Talk him into buying some race gas for it. And drive that to the pumpkin run. That whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This car is so bad on fuel that when you accelerate, the speedometer goes up and the gas gauge goes down. This thing's horrible on gas. I'm going to say probably 6 miles to the gallon. It's horrible. It's a beast, but it's just one of the worst ones in fuel economy around here. But he don't care. It's just a 3-day deal. He'll be driving it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, I mean, that's the one he should take. We took it 1 year, and she got hot. And the engine didn't really get hot, but the fuel system vapor locked as the engine, warmed up. And it just shut off on me. So, yeah, we had to let it cool down. Let the temperature, it was really a hot day. We got it on one of our episodes, and it says broke down, and that's the car. And this is the car that broke down at the pumpkin run. It vapor locked on us. There's some issues with it, well, it's not just the car. It's actually the fuel. It's the ethanol that they're putting in the gas these days that just ruins it for us hot rodders. That fuel is just terrible for them. It eats rubber parts. It causes a vapor lock. I need to talk to somebody who's not going to listen to me and explain to them, you need to get this ethanol garbage out of there and start making good gasoline again. Start making some good gas. Some millionaire needs to hear me and realize, what these people are doing. They're making a fortune. They're making basically junk fuel, selling this to the public, and we got to deal with this. It's just totally crazy that we got to deal with this kind of garbage fuel. And you got these pioneers out there that most of them are all gone nowadays that started all this back when the internal combustion engine first came out. The gasoline back there in those days was, even when it was brand new, was still better than this garbage we got to use today. This stuff is just no good. This ethanol is no good for your whole hot rod. Gasoline that's probably good is going to be some race fuel. You're looking at $5, $6 a gallon for the race fuel. It's probably got an octane, I think 99 or 105, somewhere right around there. Depends if you get it at Sunoco, where you get it at. It's hard to get the race fuel at any gas station. Sunoco sells a 94. Used to sell a 94 Ultra, but I think they even cut that out now. It's just a 93, and it's just so full of that ethanol that, it's really not good for the car. So anyways, enough harping on the gas companies because they are crooks. We know that. But we have to finish on the omago, and we're going to get back to it. We got the metal welded in. We did a little bit of pounding, a little bit of hammering on it. We're going to do a little bit more. We're going to squirt some paint on it. We're going to dig out a can here of some paint. Here we go. Some good old spray can. Yeah, and we're gonna match it, not, and we're gonna spray it, and we're gonna be done with her. And that's the 1973 Omago Black Eye Repair. You know, just a piece of metal, hammer it out with a hammer, and you can use this about anything you got laying around. We pulled it out with a chain wrapped around a tree. So everybody's got a tree, so that's how we pulled out all that out. And there we go. So we're going to finish it up, squirt some paint on it, and ship it. So we'll see you next time here at Beamer and Son Garage. Please subscribe to us. We got a lot to show you. We can teach you a lot. We need you to subscribe. We need you people. Without you people, we are nothing. We've got to have subscribers to continue our channel. So give us a call and check us out, and we appreciate you. See you next time on Beamer, Son, and Garage.